Hello, I'm Debbie with Lake Norman Connect, the owner of Breakthrough Wellbeing. I am here to demonstrate a couple of exercises for your feet. We exercise our arms and our legs, but so often we forget the part of us that holds us up and gets us to different places. It's time we give them a little bit of love. Well, let's get started. Before you begin any exercise, it is important that you consult with your healthcare provider to confirm the exercises are appropriate for you. Secondly, listen to your body. If you're doing an exercise and it doesn't feel safe, or you feel pain, or it just doesn't feel right in some manner, stop or modify the exercise. Take less of a stretch. Back away from the full expression of the move and find what's appropriate for you in your body. Finally, you can have a chair handy for balance anytime you need when you're doing exercises and stretches. Make sure you're staying safe. I'm going to demonstrate these foot exercises on one side, but please know that you can do them on the other side as well, and that's the intention. You're going to place your feet about hip distance apart. Knees are nice and soft. You don't want to lock out the knees. You want to invite the body to release as much tension as possible, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, just being soft and at ease. And you might say, well, we're doing foot stretches. Why do I need to be at ease? When you are at ease, your body responds better and you get the benefits of the exercise more than if you were tight while you're doing them. Feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to raise one knee. As we raise the knee, if you're feeling unsteady, then use the chair for balance. You're going to take an inhale here, and then on the exhale, begin to rotate out the ankle. Anytime you need to take another inhale, just reset the foot and then continue with the rotations. When you feel like you've done enough in one direction, you'll inhale, pause, and then reverse the direction. A couple of tips as you're doing this. You really want to move slowly, feeling all along the pathway of the circle in one direction or the other, really noticing where it's tight, where you might need a little extra love. And if something feels tight, you can just pause and breathe with it. As you breathe with it, you can make little movements on either side in support of that muscle and the fascia holding the muscles and tendons in place, in support of them becoming more fluid and easily moving. Also, as you are doing these rotations, go ahead and flex and point your toes, spreading the toes wide. So not only are you getting into the ankles, you're getting into the foot by pointing and flexing. You're getting into the toes and giving them a stretch by opening and closing the toes. When this feels complete, bring the toes down to the mat. The leg is still in line with this hip. You might need to reset a little bit. You're going to press the toes into the mat. Inhale, press the toes into the mat. On an exhale, begin to press one toe at a time into the mat. So you're going to press maybe the big toe and then work your way all the way down to the pinky. Take an inhale. And then exhale as you rotate through the toes back to the big toe. Inhale. And then exhale as you rotate through. Really feel each toe pressing into the floor or mat. And you can encourage the heel to raise so that you can have more contact with each toe on the floor. And again, pay attention. Notice which toes feel comfortable or which don't. Move not in a rush, but with ease, back and forth. And then check this other leg. It's really easy to start locking out the knee. So just check it and soften that knee if you need to. So you're just going to go back and forth. When this feels complete, pause, take an inhale, and then I invite you to do circles here. So just a more complete movement. You're getting a little bit into the hips as well. And then remember to breathe and coordinate. So inhale, do one thing, exhale, continue with the exercise, moving back and forth. When this feels complete, maybe you shake it out a little bit. There's going to be one or two more things that we're going to do here. So the next thing we're going to do is stretch out. We've stretched out the toes. We've stretched out the bottom of the feet, the soles. Now what we want to do is stretch out the top of the foot. So again, you're going to raise the foot. This time as you bend the knee, send the top of the foot down to the mat. Pay attention here. Nice, gentle bend in the standing knee. And then you're just going to press the tops of the toes into the mat, the top of the foot. You want to think about pressing the foot down and then extending so the foot isn't cramping. You've got a little bit of length in the foot. And then maybe you're bending that opposite knee so that you can get more into the top of the foot. You might consider slight rotations. Just feel the stretch here. Again, coordinate that with your breath. Nice flow of breath in and out, deeply breathing in through the nose, all the way down to the bottom of the lungs, and then on the exhale, gently let it come out. Notice if you feel tension anywhere. As you're breathing, invite the body to soften and relax. Our final move is going to be one where we bring the palm of the hand to the tops of the feet. Now, depending on your flexibility, you might not be able to do this. You might need to sit down on the floor and do it from a seated position. You might need to sit in a chair when you do this. Feel what is best for you, but find a way, if you can, maybe you even use a strap and bring a strap around the foot if that is how you can make contact. But if you can, bring the hand to the bottom of the foot and then just hug it in. And you can bring the hand so that the toes are flexed inside the hand here. And then again, you can press the toes into the palm, getting a nice stretch. And then if this feels really good to you, you can even go ahead and extend the heel out, pressing the heel away from you, making sure that that standing leg is solid and the knee is still flexed. Press the heel away. You are bending the toes into the hand and just breathing nice, soft, easy. And when that feels complete, gently bring a bend back to the knee. You can release it out, shake out that foot however you need, and you're ready to get started all over again on the other side. I hope this is helpful, and I hope your feet love and thank you for the care that you have given them into these easy stretches. Well, thank you for being with me, and I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day.